enjoy your life. Tomorrow is a promise. Man, I couldn't pick a better time, and then I say, let's just come on, yeah. Let's have a good time. We feeling all right. Let's just come on. Let's have a good time. We feeling all right. Weather's good, I'm down for it all.
Yeah, Vibe Show 97.9 in full effect. Happy Sunday to everybody. Hope everybody had a blessed, safe weekend. We are here again for another exclusive interview. So listen, y'all make sure that y'all get y'all cups right, get your popcorn, whatever you enjoy doing, make sure y'all get that thing right, because we getting ready to vibe out. I got one of my brothers, a legend, coming back on the show. So y'all keep it locked in. It's the Vibe Show 97.9. Ooh. Yep, Vibe Show 97.9. I'm your host, Kano the Don, the Vibe King, home of the most exclusive interviews on the planet. That's how I feel about it, man. It's just been a blessing all the way around the board. The people that we have had on this platform, I'm telling you, I am on an amazing ride. Listen, I've been able to form a brotherhood with some amazing people that I've always looked up to, admired on so many different levels. And it's definitely an honor and a pleasure to bring one of my brothers, one of my friends back on the show again, who's out here doing amazing things. I'm talking about entrepreneur, singer, director, author, actor, and member of legendary High Five, the super group. It's the one and only Tristan Irby.
Yeah, what's going on, my brother?
Yes, sir. Yes,
what's going on, my brother?
What's happening, man?
Man, how you doing, man? How you doing?
I'm always happy, man, when we able to lock in, man. I'm always happy. You know, I don't even have to say I'm proud of you, man, because you're doing everything that you manifest. And to me, that's inspiration all the way around the board. You're still going strong. The brand is growing. The group is doing amazing. And here you are back now, an author with a book. What? Let's go.
Oh, man. I mean, you know, it's a blessing, man. And I just want to thank you once again for letting me use your platform, man, to reach out to all the people that's on your platform. And we brothers, man, and we came a long way, man. And like you said, man, we definitely formed the Brotherhood, man. And I'm just thankful once again that you allowed me to back on your show, to talk about my new endeavors, man. The good blessings that's been coming upon me, man. All glory to God. I'm not perfect, but every day I'm changing. Every day I'm looking forward to be a better man than I was yesterday. So I'm just thankful right now that I'm able, to have this, number one bestseller on Amazon right now, man. So,
number one. That's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm talking about. Man, it's not surprising to me though, to be honest with you. I'm surprised in some regards that it took this long, but I know that, you know, with trying to embody the full story is so much to tell, you know what I mean? So I'm super excited about it. Before we get into it though, I would like to play this promo clip that I was blessed with from the very lovely Leanne, Grown and Sexy Music. That's family right there, major love. I would like to get into this amazing clip, and then we get back, man. I want you to tell me all about this, man.
All right, no doubt. Shout out to Leanne. I appreciate you. You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
You know, no doubt.
The hardest thing about writing an autobiography is telling the truth.
Man, come on. So now, you know, when I got that clip, I was like, yo, this is dope, because I've always been waiting on. And matter of fact, we talked about this the last time that you were on the show, and you're back and it's completed. This is dope. I know you super excited, just like everybody else. I'm excited. But what I want to know is, because I know sometimes we have these ideas and things that we want to do, but actually finding that time with your busy schedule, because you guys are on the road on tour as well, finding the time to really put it all together into a masterpiece to the point to where you got it where you're happy with it. Talk to me about how this all came together.
Well, I mean, if you remember last time when we talked real briefly, this has been years in the making, man. You know, I've been writing this book. I started writing the book probably like 8 years ago, you know. So, but then you know, for all those, you know, everybody know that you fall off sometimes, you know. So I was writing it, then I was chilling, and I was writing, then I was chilling, then I was writing, then I was chilling and writing. So I was going back and forth with that. But it wasn't until COVID, when COVID started, when COVID came and everything shut down, you know, I pretty much suffered a lot from that.
Right.
You know, like other people probably did, you know. So I was like in a real dark, funky space, you know. You know, at that time everybody was passing away. Nobody really knew what COVID was, you know.
Right.
So the whole world was scared. I was scared, and even family was scared, you know, which led me to, you know, not being able to be around my kids, you know, which I love them dearly. You know, everybody who know me, they know I love to go to their baseball games, just be around them. And,
Right.
you know, everything shut down, you know, and so, you know, personally, I wasn't able to go check my boys, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
You know, their mom wasn't trying to hear that. You know what I'm saying? They, you know, so I get it, you know. But at the same time, it wasn't until COVID came around that when COVID came around, I said to myself, I'm either going to let COVID beat me, continue to beat me, or I want to take this time to finish my book. You know, you're not being around your friends, not hanging out, not going to parties, you know, just being shut down.
Right.
You can either make it a good situation or a bad situation. You know, you can either make it work for you or don't work for you, you know.
Right.
And I decided to make it work for me. I decided to do something, which was to finish my book. I believe that God puts you in certain places for a reason, you know.
Mhm.
And what he did with what COVID did for me, it was just like I could either do this or do that. So I said to myself, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to do that.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Which is, you know, finishing up my book and everything, and getting that done, and just I'm locking in. You know,
Right.
locking in and staying focused, and that's what I did. I locked in, man. When I tell you I locked in, I locked in. I took all the stuff that I was feeling, anger, resentment, all the things, man. You know that I was feeling.
Well, I don't want to jog past. I don't want to jog past the anger and frustration part. I feel like we should dive into what what was frustrating you and what had you angry, because on the outside looking in from a consumer's point of view, one would think that when you're looking at celebrities and stuff like that, that life's good, you know what I mean, things are going great, it's got to be a great life, this, that, and the other, whatever, and that you guys don't really be going through a lot of things or whatever. But I would like to dive into that, because like you said, it was a tough time with COVID going on. Nobody knew. It came out of the blue. Nobody knew the impact and the effect that it would have on us, on the economy, us from a personal point of view. We didn't know so many lives would be lost. So many jobs lost. It just was a really, really, really frustrating, depressing, mental, financial, rough time. Talk to me about that a little bit. What had you frustrated and in that dark place?
Well, a couple of things. One of the things that had me frustrated in a dark place is that, work. That there was no concerts,
Right?
no more shows. That's my livelihood. Just to keep it at 100. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
That's my livelihood, is doing shows. And also I act as well. So even TV shut down. There was no television shows, being produced.
Right.
Neither. So that slowed down on finance. That slowed down finances as well.
Right.
And like I said, on a whole personal level, I wasn't able to see my kids, man. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Because well, they live there and I live here. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, every time I wanted to go check them, it was like, and that was before you had to take the COVID test. So it's like,
yeah,
I didn't want to bring nothing to them, which although I know I was, I wasn't seeing nobody. I wasn't like hanging out or nothing like that, but I didn't want to bring nothing to that household and jeopardize nobody over there. It was hard for me to understand that though. You know what I'm saying? But after a while, I got it. For me, I'm like, I'm seeing. Then it, like years went by, like a year went by, and then I know friends of mine that was like, yeah, I'm going to see my kid, and I'm like, damn. So it kind of got like a little. I kind of got took a little personal that I know homies that went to go see their kids, and why you tripping? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I want to see my kids too. You know what I'm saying? So that and I'm talking like this because all this what we talking about right now is Hiatus Part 2, Book 2. Excuse me.
Wait a minute. Are you serious?
Yeah. Hiatus Book 2 will be following this, and it touches more about recent things and within the past 10 years. Hiatus Book 1 goes all the way back from my childhood and then into High Five and so on. But Book 2 touches all the stuff from 10 years ago to now.
Wow. So this is really, so did you feel, because with just from a mental space, when we write, put these autobiographies and stuff together or whatever, You know, it's coming from a truthful place. You know, were there any point in time where you know, because you knew you had to be vulnerable, you know, if you wanted to have a factual product, a factual book, basically allowing us to come into your life. And I know there's some wowing moments because there's some things that you've shared with me, and I was just like, dang, man, like, you know, that's, you strong, man, you know what I mean? So were there any moments where you was like, as you were putting it together, like, I don't know if I should put this in here or
All day.
yeah.
All day, man. All every day. Um, um, I think that I think not I think, but I know that that played a very important part of me slowing down. You know what I'm saying? Because I would read it and I'm writing it and I'm like, damn, do I want to put this? You know,
Right.
shit. You know what I'm saying? But I have to put it in. Excuse me. I have to put it in order for the book to make sense. You know
Right.
what I'm saying? So it's like I said, that played a big factor in the holdup as well because I knew I had to get past that and say, you know, I'm being vulnerable.
Right.
I'm letting people into for this to work. I have to let people into that space. I have to be prepared to
Right.
let people into that space. Um, and I want to thank I thank Bobby Brown. You know, that's the homie, my man Bobby, and just to see what he's done and what he's been through and what he's done and how he changed everything around, and able to talk about it, that inspired me to keep on going. And like I said in the commercial, the hardest thing about writing an autobiography is telling the truth.
Facts.
You know what I'm saying? Because
Yes.
not because it's not just your truth, it's the people's truth that's in the book.
That was gonna be my next question, Trish. I ain't gonna lie. I was gonna ask you, you know, because you know, I know the journey hasn't been an easy one. Like I said, you know, we talked about a lot of personal things, which I'm honored to be able to have those type of conversations with you. Means a lot to me. But you know, that is something that has to be taken into consideration as well. Did you have to get with each individual person that was a part of chapters on the journey to get their consent, or how does that work when you are putting together a biography that, you know, includes, of course, other people?
Well, what I had done was, I spoke to some key players.
Hmm.
I let them know that you know they was in the book. I'm writing the book and they're in it, and they was happy. But I also, um, when you get the book, I also changed some names. So in order for me, I wanted to protect the innocent and the guilty. You know what I'm saying? So so there's a lot of names that are not real.
Right, right,
But the situation is factual.
right. Big shout. I want to give a shout out to people that's on the pull up, man. Shout out to Keegan Thompson. Shout out to On Throne Radio. Shout out to Lysandra Perry. Shout out to Scar Nitty in the building, and shout out to Naturel underscore Nikki. Appreciate all y'all on the check-in and everybody that's on the airwaves right now, listening right now. Shout out to y'all as well for showing major love to my brother right here, the one and only King Treston Irby. So I gotta read this comment, which, you know, it is true. And I did let you just run past that. Keegan Thompson said, dude just said Bobby the homie. Huge flex right there. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm just saying though, you know what I mean?
Facts.
You know, GOAT status. I mean, you know, you are a legend, you know what I mean? Like I know you humble with it and all that, but you know, I'm gonna force the roses on you. You know that. I don't play that over here. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, you
I
have put
appreciate it.
in.
I'm gonna receive it from you, brother.
Absolutely, man. You know you're a blessing to us all, man. A lot of our people not here no more, man. You know what I mean? But you are, and you're continuing on, you know, fulfilling your dreams. Like you told me once before, this all was a dream to you, and you're still here, keeping, you know, keeping the legacy alive, man, carrying that torch. And I know it's been a huge weight on you as well, carrying such a huge legacy, the high five legacy, on top of everything, all the other ventures that you have going on as well. Talk to me about pressure, carrying that torch, you know, because you could have just let it go, you know what I mean, and be like, man, you know, a lot of things happen, I'm just gonna just let this thing go. But you didn't. You picked up that torch and carried it, because it's a lot. It's a lot with keeping a legacy that you guys started and created to keep it going in 2022.
Yeah. It definitely was a lot, man. And there's a lot of times where where you know, prior, where I felt like saying, you know, I'm good, man. You know,
Right,
let me do something else, man. You know,
right.
but then there was always this voice. You know, God speaks to you in voices, man. You know what I'm
That's
saying?
right.
But you gotta know how to recognize his voice. See, some of us, we don't know how to recognize the voice, but God
Mm,
speaks to you, bro.
right,
You understand? You just gotta listen. But he
right.
speaks to you like clear as day, clear as day. And he spoke to me and said, "This is what you know. You need to do this. You need to do your all. Get high five cracking again." You know, well, he didn't say it like that, but you know what I mean. I'm
Hmm.
just, but at the end of the day, it was that I didn't know how. I just followed the voice, if that makes any sense.
Makes a lot of sense.
And he provided. He continues to provide for myself, which provides for high five.
Right.
So once again, you know, there's been times where I felt like quitting, like like everyone else. But then, like I said, there was that voice that wouldn't allow me to quit. You know, then I'm looking at my kids, and I always preach to my kids: never quit, never give up.
Right.
So now, daddy gotta quit, daddy gotta give up. You know what I'm saying? I didn't want
Right.
my kids to see that. I didn't want my kids to see that, to ever see that. So I just kept on, I just kept on listening to God's voice and doing whatever He tell me to do. Even when it came to the book, Hiatus. Even when the name Hiatus came about, all that is not. That's not me. That's God. God gave me that name Hiatus. God gave me that.
I was gonna ask
Uh,
you there too. You know, I was gonna ask you that, you know, where that name came from. You already know how I'm coming, man. I'm
yeah,
strategic with
brother.
this thing here, man.
Yeah.
I want to know, because one thing I do know about you is, you know, you do strategically make chess moves. You know, you time it, you try to make time things. And we all try to make good moves. Sometimes we don't make the right moves. Sometimes we make moves based on emotions, which might not be the best moves at the time or whatever. But what made you want to go with that title? Because it could have just been the high five story. It could have been Treston Irby, the you know, autobiography. You know what I mean? Like what you know, what made you want to go with Hiatus?
Well, there's a couple of reasons. Like I said, God put it on me, man.
Hmm.
God blessed me with that. With that, I wasn't even thinking of. I wasn't really thinking of a name. I was just having mutual conversations with a friend of mine, and we was just speaking, and then Hiatus had came, into conversation, and I didn't think nothing of it. Then
Right.
like 2-3 days later, the word hiatus just kept on playing in my head. You know
Mm,
what I'm saying? The word hiatus, and then it makes perfect sense for what I was writing. You know,
right.
um, the meat of the without giving anything away. Um,
You see, I'm trying to squeeze you here, huh?
yeah, I got you. I feel you. That's why I'm strategically watching what I'm saying
Yeah,
because
yeah, yeah.
you funny, yo. I know you. You on it. You
You
on it.
already know. You know how I'm coming. You know how I'm coming, Trish. You know I'm gonna try to catch you slipping, man. You know what I mean?
But hey, I'm on it too. But hiatus is just like I said, man. You know, the book. Uh, there's a quote that I say. It says, "Shit got real when the music stopped."
Mm.
See what I'm saying? So
Mhm.
if keep that in mind. You know what I'm saying?
I'm tying it into some intel I got from you earlier on. You know,
Yeah, man.
I'm with you. I'm with you. You know, I'm trying, guys. You know, you're gonna have to. You know, you're gonna have to get the book now. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I'm not gonna play no games. Everybody on here is expected. You know, and everybody that's listening on the airwaves is expected to support my brother and to go and get this amazing book because it's going to really, really, really give us a lot, and it's going to answer a lot of the questions that we may have been wondering for years. You know,
A lot of the questions.
what
Uh,
happened? Why this? You know, what did he go through? You know, why did he disappear for a minute? And all these different things, man. I'm excited about this, man.
yeah, it's definitely a who, what, where, when, and why. You know, that's the type of book it is. And like I said, you know, everything in the book is fact.
Mm-hmm.
Um, the people that are in the book, um, they will be able to say that it's fact,
Right,
although their names will be changed, most of them,
right,
but they will know that is about, they will know. The people that was around me during the hiatus, they will know
mm,
that everything in that book is fact.
right,
Um, um, People want to know how it was in High Five, man.
right. As
And,
a
and,
group,
and see, and see, the thing is, there's there was there's five true members, six true members. There were six true members of High Five. You know what I'm saying? So of course we added some few, add some here to some, but there were six true members of High Five, and all of us have our own vision, our own
mm,
view on
right,
how we sing. And
right.
me coming from New York, the Bronx, you know, when something was already in motion, you get to know and see how I felt and how I
Mhm.
seen the situation,
Right,
and that's what it is. And the things that can happen during hiatus, during a hiatus, and to all my peers out there, this book is for them too. There's a lot of my peers that came in the industry at a younger age, and things happened and didn't plan out the way they wanted it to be, and they had to you know do things or what have you. So I'm praying that when people read my book, even my peers, that they know that they wasn't alone, and that I went through some things too. That other artists probably went through some things too. You know, to keep their sanity or whatever. Then you got some peers that fell short, that are no longer here because of um hiatus.
right.
See, hiatus is a big word, but that shit's strong too.
Hmm.
Hiatus hurt people too if you
Absolutely.
don't plan for it.
Right,
An untimely hiatus is a motherfucker, bro.
right,
Excuse my language.
right.
an untimely hiatus, man. Especially when you think at a young age and you think that you'll always be on top.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Make sure y'all go get the book Hiatus, man.
Man,
You know what
man,
I'm saying?
listen. Vibe Show 97.9. We just in here vibing out. We in here just really, really, really vulnerable right now. We really chopping it up. Y'all know it's the real over here. We don't play no games. We're gonna go pay some bills though, before I get in trouble, and we're gonna come back and we're gonna talk a little bit more with the legend Tristan Irby. Y'all make sure y'all keep it locked in. Don't go nowhere. It's the Vibe Show 97.9.
What's new and hot on the scene? The Pink Smoke Cigar Company, a black, female-owned boutique cigar company offering one-of-a-kind, hand-rolled cigars from proprietary blends created specifically for Pink Smoke by the J. Will Cigar Company. Their exotic recipes are blended from various regions of Nicaragua, Ecuador, Colombia, Mexico, the Dominican, and Honduras. What's certain is you'll experience the most unique, even fresh smoke your palate has yet to discover. They're so hot, they were the premier brand ambassador at the 2022 Men's Style Gifting Suite for Super Bowl 56. For more information, go to pinksmoke4u.com. That's pinksmoke, the number 4, letter U.com to experience Pink Smoke's sexy, classy cigar culture. Contact L Group PR Agency for bookings and events.
That was a Pink Smoke. Make sure y'all tap in at www.pinksmoke.com. Y'all make sure y'all tap in, man. They got some amazing things going on, amazing products as well. Back to one and only Tristan Irby. It's the 97.9. Now we're talking about the new book, Hiatus, which the hard copies are dropping June 29th, but we can get it right now on Kindle, if I'm not mistaken. Correct? We can get the audio on Kindle right now as we're speaking right now. Correct?
Yeah. You could go to Amazon and pre-order it. It's on Kindle ebooks, and like I said, when my publisher called me up the next day after we did the pre-orders and gave me the good news about that we're number one Amazon number one bestseller in one day. That was the best news, that I can hear at that particular time. You know what I mean?
Right.
It's like wow, people are really letting me know that they out there and they want to read my story and know my story, man. And I just appreciate, and I just want to thank everybody who made Hiatus a number one bestseller on Amazon in one day. That's big, and I appreciate you guys, man.
Yeah, we gotta clap it up. We gotta clap it up for that, man. We gotta clap it up for that. Like, you know what I mean? Because, in these times, man, like you said, and I had Jennifer Holiday on here, man, and wouldn't have never imagined or guessed at all that she was feeling like she wasn't valuable anymore. And it ties into things that we've talked about as far as from the industry's perspective, upon coming in with wide-eyed and having excitement and perceiving it to be a certain type of way. And then, here I am blessed to have relationships, not just being guests on here, but having these beautiful relationships with you guys and kind of hearing the same stories in a way as far as how it could mentally break you down to a point where you go into depression, maybe not being loved. And like you said, you're not going to be on top forever. What do you do when you feel like you're not love like that anymore, and then you're watching new artists come in and soar and maybe, you know, on reaching certain type of levels and stuff like that. Does that affect you mentally in a way?
Hell yeah. Hell yeah. You know what I'm saying? Imagine you in a group, you know what I'm saying? And one of your homies that you in a group with, they soar
Mm-hmm.
and leave you to figure it out. How would
Mm.
you feel? How would you feel? How would you feel? How would you feel, right? How would you feel if you were watching BET, right?
Mm-hmm.
And just a couple of weeks, your video was on, right?
Right.
Then you stop, but then you see your partner's video on going up the charts, and you trying to figure out, you know, what's really good, not even knowing what's really good. You know what I'm saying? So, I
Mm.
mean, but if people want to really know what was really good, then go get the book Hiatus, and I'm gonna tell you what I'm gonna tell you what's really good, how it really went down in my eyes.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And another thing, you know, my book is all truth. It's not to bring nobody down or anything like that. It's more to uplift, and my book is more to uplift people, and 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 it was mentally helpful for me. It was about me getting my mental health right, you know, by getting it out.
Mm-hmm.
So once again, it wasn't my book is not meant to hurt nobody or nothing like that. It's meant for me to breathe, for me to get that brick that's holding me down. You know, people. I want people to hear my story. You
Right.
know, and to see how I felt during certain situations, man. You know,
Mm-hmm.
um, and once again, you know, I just pray that when people read the book, although I'm prepared for judgment, you know, but don't judge me, man. You know what I'm saying?
Don't judge me. Don't judge me. You know what I
Don't,
mean?
don't, don't judge me, man.
Yeah.
Don't judge me. Don't
Cause
judge
you
me.
man, come on, man. Let's keep it a buck, man. You already know the backlash coming, man.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. The thing is, you know what I'm saying? If they could do it to Jesus, they could do it to me, man. You
That's
know what
a
I'm saying?
fact.
So I'm no better than Jesus, man. You know what I mean? So at the end of the day, that's another thing. That's one of the things that I thought about, brother. You know, before putting the book out, it was that. You know,
Mm-hmm.
and like I said, my man Bob helped me get through that.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Then it's funny because just like a couple of days ago, where you know, his documentary came out and everything, I watched it and it was like, wow, like he made me feel like I wasn't the only one. You know what I'm saying? And also, you know, uh, our stories are different but similar in a lot of ways. But
Right.
different, you know what I'm saying? Because of where they came, you know, New Edition, High Five is two different situations, but you know, there's still a lot of comparison that I seen that made me that was like it was confirmation for me to
Mm-hmm.
let me know, bro, it's okay, yo. You know, and then not only that, I want to strive to do my own thing too, and be my own. I always wanted to be my own person. I believe that God. I'm not here to do work a 9 to 5. You know what I'm saying? God got me here to entertain and to be in this business,
Right.
and it's my
Have
way
you
to.
ever have you ever worked around? I mean, because you know you I mean you started your journey at a young age. You know, have you ever had to go back to working a 9 to 5? Was that
Yeah,
weird? Or if you did?
you know what's funny that you asked that. Um, um, I strongly advise everybody, man, that's listening to go purchase my book Hiatus, man.
I'm trying to squeak it here, man.
I strongly encourage everybody that's listening to go ahead and purchase the book Hiatus, because you have no idea. I guarantee, even when I send you your copy, my brother, with hard copy, I'm gonna sign it. But
Yeah.
when I send you your copy, man, I believe in my heart that a lot of people is going to be is a jaw dropping book, man. You know what I'm saying? People see trust and think trust is just, you know, and I'm more than that. You guys have no idea what a person goes through, not just me, but what a person can go through, man. You know, especially when the lights, camera, action goes off, when that shit stops, you know, and reality sits in, and your back is up against the wall in the corner. It's amazing the shit that you have, the shit that you do.
Let me ask you this. Why, do you think from your years of being in the business, seeing the highs and the lows, do you think that it is really strategically designed, though, for artists to fail? Because if you think about it, there's really nothing in place. There's nothing, even all of these years later, there's still nothing in place as far as unions or retirement plans or anything like that or whatever. Because like you said, once the lights go off, if you don't have the right mindset, as far as managing your bread, whatever bread you're getting, sometimes we already know that it's not what you're supposed to be getting. It can be devastating and shocking to the consumers, because a certain picture is being painted of a certain lifestyle that draws us all in to sell the product. But then, talking to you, once we read Hiatus, we learn that it's somewhat wrestling.
Yeah, man. I mean, I don't think that is designed to mess nobody up. I think that it's designed to do what it does. It's up to each individual to have their business right, to catch things and change things and make it work for them.
I'm glad you said that, Tres. I'm glad you said that. But so you coming in with a brotherhood, trust, the dap, the hugs, the love. Me and you talked about this. That could be misleading as well.
Yeah, very, very, very misleading. But the thing is, sometimes you could come into a situation where the daps and the hug from your brothers is genuine, but if everybody around you don't know what they're doing, you see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
If you surround yourself around people that don't have a clue on what they're doing, then it's open game. You know what I'm saying? It's open game. So, like, one of the things that I tell new artists, man, like a lot of these artists, man, they come in the game winning because they see mistakes that High Five made, and they don't come in like that no more. You see what I'm saying? They come in with things to offer. And then not only that, technology is different. You got social media and stuff. We didn't have that before. So, you had to use publications. And you needed a record label to reach out to, publications and, to get you out there on TV and stuff like that. Nowadays, you got social media where you could just bypass the middleman and just go ahead and build your audience to do what you have to do. So I say that to say this. I tell people, like now, they looking at contracts, differently. And that makes a sense. That makes a difference, because it's up to you to have a good lawyer to catch all the bad things in your contract and make it work for you and not work for other people. You see what I'm saying? So if you don't have that, or you have parents who may think they're attorney, that they're an attorney, that they could decipher a contract, or you go ahead and you pay a injury attorney, what I'm saying? What you need, an entertainment attorney, because it's two different things. They practice two different laws. It's two different things. You can't get an injury attorney, what I'm saying, to go look at a contract and really make sense of they can do it, of course, because they know the smart. They're intelligent enough to know how to do it. But you want to have an entertainment attorney to decipher that. You know what I'm saying? You don't want to go to injury attorney for that. You dig? So I say that to say this. A contract's going to have what a contract have in it. It's up to you as an individual to catch that and figure it out, and then it's up to you to do what you have to do to survive and to make sure that you're right in the long run. You know what I'm saying? And when I'm saying right, I don't mean right as in right or wrong. I mean right as in, your money is good. You putting stuff away. And you preparing for the future. You see what I'm saying?
Right.
And when you come in at a young age, you pay people. You want to pay somebody that gonna look out for your well-being and is gonna tell you, yo, this is what you need to do. This is what you need to do. And even though you may put up a fight, if they really for you, they supposed to put up a fight back and say, yo, get your stuff together. This is not how you're supposed to do. You're supposed to do this and you're supposed to do that. We didn't really have that, but it's funny that you said that too, because in the book Hiatus, man, I touch all that, man. Like I get, I get in debt with all that, man. You know what I'm saying? So
we don't have a choice, y'all. We got to go and get the book, man. He's got us. He got us, y'all. We got to go get the book. So we need to make sure that we get our pre-orders in. We already know we need to go and listen to the audio that's on Kindle right now, and then we need to make sure that we pre-order our hard copies June 29th. They're gonna be dropping as well. Vibe Show 97.9. We just in here vibing out, man. Matter of fact, we're talking about hiatus, man. Let's go. Let's pay some bills and bring this commercial in again. Y'all keep it locked. It's the Vibe Show 97.9.
I'm still here, baby.
The hardest thing about writing an autobiography is telling the truth.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Now, I'm getting, and I'm known to be wrong, but I'm getting movie vibes here as well. Are we gonna have? Is there a movie in the works as well?
Well, I've been approached to do a high five situation. Because for all y'all who don't know, we did Unsung. And when you do Unsung, they only really, if you take away the commercials It's only like 30 minutes,
Right.
20 minutes worth of informative information. You know what I'm saying? Information.
Mm-hmm.
So, of course, you get more in a movie, you know. So, I've been approached to do it, but it's got to be done right. To do a high five situation, not a Treston Irby, but a high five thing. Um, but it's got to be done right. You know, it would be nice if the person who did, you know, New Edition story holler at me. You know what I'm saying? Because that show, that movie was done right
I
in
feel
my
like it was.
eyes.
I feel like
It
it.
was
I feel like it was.
it was done right. Like you walked after watching the New Edition story, you walked away with a clear vision
Mm-hmm.
on everything. You know what I'm saying? So from they had the right actors in it, everything. So it
It
has
really
to be,
did.
yeah, it has to be a situation like that in order for it to work for us, you know, because you know certain networks, they have tried to do shows like that, and you watch it and it's like,
Complete failure.
you know what I'm saying? And anything High Five do, it's got to be on a certain level, you know, of especially when it comes, you know, to telling our story, because our story is one that is is a difficult story to tell.
It really, really is. Is it difficult to when trying to put these movies together? It is a collaborative effort, but you know, all parties have to be on board. Does you know, or have these talks just amongst the members of High Five? Have you guys have this even been a discussion that you know has been had? Everybody would want it, or is there some resistance on certain things? Like I just don't want to do it.
Right. Well, no, there's not really no resistance because, unfortunately, rest in peace to my man Tony Thompson, who's no
Absolutely, rest in
longer
peace,
with
Tony.
us. Rest in peace to my man Roger Poole Clark, who we just lost not too long, you know, maybe a month ago.
Yeah, rest in
Um,
peace.
and then you have myself and Marcus, who's, you know, who's blessed to still be who's blessed to be able to carry the torch and carry the legacy. So uh, between us two, we pretty much on the same page. It's got to be right. Um, we're the two that own the name, you
Mm-hmm.
know. So we us two, we are definitely on the same page together
Would
when
you
it
have to
comes to
get with
that.
would you have to get with Tony's family, of course, to get their blessings in a situation like that if that was to happen?
Oh, well, we would do it out of respect.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Business wise, that's different. But we family, so I would do it out of respect. You know what I'm saying? I love the Thompsons. They love me. And actually, my nephew Tevin, Tony's son, you know, we best buds. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I would definitely, out of respect, let them know what's going on and what it is. But on black and white, you know, it's me and Marcus. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
Um, and Pooh is and it would have been Pooh as well, but unfortunately, Pooh is no longer with us.
Damn.
You know, so it's just us two that could really make that decision like that.
Right. Definitely understand that. Um, you know, you guys been on the road, man, since things opened back up, man. Y'all didn't waste no time. I mean, you guys were booked. Y'all been on tour. Y'all been really like doing back-to-back shows. Um, what is that? What is that experience like, you know, with being back able to do what you love and be back in front of the fans in a physical form? Um, that had to be a mental relief for you, and major satisfaction from a mental space as well.
Yeah, man. I mean, to be able to get back, I couldn't wait, man. For this pandemic to ease a little bit. And I'm speaking for all the members in the group. We all couldn't wait to get back out there amongst fans.
Right.
Because for me, I need it. Now we just speaking on me now. I need that energy. I need to feel that electricity of the stage. It gives me life. It
Right.
makes me feel alive. So I need that every month. If I don't get it every month, it's like, it's not a good feeling for me. I've
Right.
always, which I talk about this in the book Hiatus. I've always felt that charge from screaming audience. I've always, the first time I felt that, I've always yearned for it. It's like
Mhm.
that's my choice right there. I need that I need that, and when I don't have it, it's not a good feeling. Because I enjoy what I do so much.
Mhm.
You got people in the industry, man, that they don't. You can't even tell if they enjoy it really, man. Like some people
Right.
just do that shit just to get a check or just to do it, man. You know what I'm saying? But for me, I do it because I love it. Like I truly love it. Like when it's time to do an interview, talk to you, anybody, I love it.
Right.
I love what I do. I love it. I love signing autographs. I love taking pictures. Um, I love performing. I love crowd control when I'm able to tell the 5,000 people to sing a certain song and tell my DJ to cut the track off and hear the whole audience sing songs word for word. Like I need that. You know what I'm saying? I do this because I love it. Like, even when it's time to record in the studio, man, like I love it, man. You know what I'm saying? And what you put your all in, whatever it is what you're gonna get out of it, man. And
Right.
sometimes I don't understand how some artists, or they call themselves artists, but they don't do artist shit.
Facts.
They always complain. Like you in this business, this is what you're supposed to do. You're supposed to record. You're
Right.
supposed to be on nowadays. You're supposed to be on social media.
Right.
You're supposed to do interviews. You're supposed to want to record. You want to go on tour. You want to be in front of the camera. Like I need to be in front of the camera, bro.
Facts. I'm just saying. You
Facts.
know what I mean? I
I
just,
need to be in front of the camera, man.
it's funny. It's funny you say that, man. That's why I love talking to you because, number one, you always keep it 1,000 with me. We have real dialogue. You know what I mean? This is
Facts.
not no Hollywood shit. You know
Nah.
what I mean? Why I do think that people take it for granted. You have always been this way though. And you still always love engaging with your fans, even on the highest level. And on the level that you're on now, you still pour into the fans and still it doesn't feel like you're not approachable or you're so high up in the clouds that you don't have time to thank people for engaging on your post or stuff like that. I just and I think that with hearing you say that in such a passionate way, I really, really understand how you feel. I really, really do. It's so important for you to, like you said, I have to be in that space.
I got to. If I'm not in that space, my brother, I don't feel complete.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? I don't feel like I'm doing. I don't feel like I'm doing what I'm supposed to do. Like, I feel like my purpose in life is to entertain and to let people know, let let the people that I touch let them know that there's a God, and
Mm.
there's a true living God. You know what I'm saying? I'm not saying I'm perfect, my brother, but
Right.
what I am saying is that I know God. See what I'm saying? And if I could touch people and let people know about God's mercy, you know what I'm saying? That when God has mercy on your life, not to take that and not to take that personally. That's crazy. You're supposed to take that personally.
Mm-hmm.
God's mercy on your life, and that's the whole story. That if I have to sum up Hiatus book 1, that's how I would sum it up. Is don't forget to appreciate God's mercy on your life.
Mm.
That's what I want to give to people, man. You know, that's what I want to reach people, man. You know what I mean?
Right.
Because there's a lot of situations when you read the book Hiatus and you go download it, you know, on Kindle, on Amazon, you're gonna be able to understand that because of the different situations that I know in my life, bro. It was only but God.
Mm.
And when y'all guys read Hiatus, y'all gonna know that it was only but God, man. That I'm here right now, you know, talking to you, and I'm not just talking about what everybody know, you know, about the shooting and stuff like that. There's stuff that's before that.
Right. Right.
You know what I'm saying? That it was nothing but God's mercy and grace on my life, man. You know what I'm saying? So that's what I want people to take away from book 1, man. Is that, yo, God is real, man, and nobody is perfect. Everybody go through things. So when you think that you're the only one going through some, there's always somebody who got it worse than you.
Right.
So you gotta be thankful. And I know it's easier said than done, but you gotta work on being thankful. Have people around you to remind you to be thankful.
Mm-hmm.
See what I'm saying? Because if you have the wrong people around you, you know what I mean?
Right.
It makes it that much difficult. But people got to be more knowledgeable to know that, you know, if you hang around 9 broke people, you're going to be the 10th one. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah, that's a fact.
So, but people don't understand that, and people don't understand the power of the tongue. You know what I'm saying? So I tend to like make sure that anybody who's around me, if they're not speaking the way I speak,
Mm-hmm.
they're not in my circle. You know
Mm.
what I'm saying? If you always speaking, and I'm not saying negative because everybody say that. But if you're not speaking from the right space, I can't. I don't want that energy around what I'm doing right now. And where oh, hello, sorry about that. I don't. I want that energy around my space or what I'm doing.
Right.
You know, and that's very important. And you know, the power of the tongue, man. And then it's like you got some people who older who don't even want to listen to that. You know, there's people that are. I've learned so much, man. You know, that's why when I speak and I move, sometimes people say, "Oh, you know," when I stutter sometimes when I talk, and that's because I'm trying to think before I
Right.
speak.
Right.
I don't want to just blur anything out.
Right.
You understand what I'm saying? Because the universe hears you, literally.
Right.
So you got to watch what you put out there. And my book Hiatus touches that as well. You know, you got to be a little bit woke to really, you know, you got to have a little bit of a clear vision, just enough to catch it. You know what I'm saying? Because my book is very informative, man. And I'm not trying to jag people and force feed people. So I thought of a strategic way to reach people, which is using my story, my true story, to reach people. Like I said, even my peers, fans, everybody, man. Just know that. Just keep on trying, man. Just times are going to get hard. I get it. It still happens for me today.
Right.
But just try to keep on pushing, man. Try to keep on pushing. And remember, prayer works. Even when you think it's not, prayer works.
Wow.
So yeah, so everybody make sure y'all go get that book, Hiatus, man. It's really and another thing about just because we keep it real, you and I, when we do it, when we have these conversations and stuff, I want to be transparent, to people, and for me, I I always wanted to do something different. I always wanted
Right.
to do more. I just didn't want to be high five and that's it,
Mhm.
which which I learned that a little late, but I got it. And it's like I have to make my own way too. You know what I'm saying? It can't just be high five. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm trusting Irby, man.
Right.
You
Right.
understand what I'm saying?
Right.
Trusting Irby is trusting Irby, and I gotta remember that. And I had to keep people around me to remind me, yo, you trusting Irby, man. You're not just high five. You was in high five, yes, but you're trusting Irby. You could do a whole lot more. You don't have to just sing and dance and be in music videos. You could do a whole lot more. Make your own name, trust. Go out there and make your own name. Get your own check.
I know that's right, man.
You know what
I
I'm
love
saying?
I love that, man. Like that's motivation.
It's real. It's real. I mean, you can only do what you can for people too, man. You know what I'm saying? Not everybody is meant to be. Not everybody is meant to be like to be on your page. You understand what I'm saying?
Hmm.
Not everybody is meant to be that way, man. And you got to realize that. And the ones that are, you keep them around. The ones that aren't, you have to make ways because you have your own thing. You got to do your own. You got to do your own thing, man. You got to do your own thing and find your own way. I got bills to pay. I got my own kids. I gotta have my own thing too.
Right.
And that's hence acting. I started taking acting serious and doing SVU and Law and Order and Blue Bloods and all this other stuff that I was blessed to be able to be a part of. Um, um,
Keys and
um,
cuffs, you did your thing, and keys and cuffs. I saw you.
Keys and
Come
Cuffs,
on, come on,
Keys and
man.
Cuffs.
Come on, man. I'm up on that, man. I'm up on it, my brother.
Yeah, man, Keys and Cuffs.
I saw you in that movie,
That was a
man.
blessing.
I
Shout out
was
to my man
impressed.
Mikey J.
I was impressed, bro.
Yeah, that was a blessing, and that was very. It challenged me. It made me tap in.
Right.
I had to tap in, and really see what I was what I was made of, and when you do something different, like you used to seeing yourself sing and on stage and stuff like that, but when you do something that's a little different, you know what I'm saying? It's still you still got to get used to it, like damn,
Right.
was that me?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Did I just do that? So um I take the acting seriously, and um now being blessed to be an author, you know, I'm taking that seriously to a point where, Hiatus book 2 will be coming shortly, God's will. is being worked on. So I just, like I said, man, I have my own legacy.
That's right. That's what you're
I
doing.
want to leave my kids. I want to leave my kids stuff too to look at to be proud of their dad. I want to make a difference in the world. I want to do my part. And that's what I see, man. I'm so tunnel vision right now.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? That I'm just about about doing whatever it is that I believe God is speaking to me to do, even if I don't even know how I'm going to do it. I'm just gonna do it, man. You know what I'm saying? I'm just gonna do it like Nike, man. You know what I mean? I'm just gonna do it, man. Whatever it is, man. I'm just gonna do it, 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 bro. I'm just gonna do it. Yo, my birthday last year, June 29th, my birthday. Me and my road manager Skippy, who's a good friend of mine. That's my homie. That's my road dog. He keeps it 100. He's one that keeps it 100 with me. You understand what I'm saying? We jumped out of a plane together, man. 16,000 feet, man. Yeah, well, we jumped out of the plane, man. 16,000 feet above the earth, man, and that was exhilarating, and for me, being strapped onto somebody where they have it's up to them to pull the cord. You understand what I'm saying? It's tangible jump. It's up to them to pull the cord. So I left everything in God's hands.
Right.
And I touched the ground, man, and it's just like, for me, that just changed my whole perspective. But did I, after that, have some situation that may brought me down? Yeah, but at the end of the day, I just did something, man. I was going through something. My birthday last year, people don't know, my birthday last year was whack to me. You know what I'm saying? It was whack to me. I was thankful, don't get me wrong. But because of COVID and stuff, I don't know, I couldn't see my girl. You know what I'm saying? Because nobody didn't want to be around each other. And it was a lonely time. It was a lonely time. And I'm a Cancerian, man. Yeah. And one thing about us, we don't like to be alone.
That's right.
I don't like to be alone. I don't like to be alone, bro. I ain't gonna front. You know what I'm saying? I'm like a big baby too. You know what I mean? I like to. I like all the babying and all that and stuff like that. So when I don't get that, yo, it's like wow, So my birthday, I was feeling really down, man. I didn't feel like I was being celebrated. By any of my friends and family. Loved ones. I just didn't feel like I was being celebrated, man. So I said to myself, you know what? Fuck it, I'm jumping out of a plane, yo. I'm gonna jump out of a plane, man. So I called Skip. I called Skip on the phone. Yo, Skip, what you doing? Yo, man, let's jump out of a plane.
Yeah.
He was like, yo, you serious? I was like, yo, I'm dead. Yo, I'm serious, bro.
Yeah.
Let's jump out of this plane, my dude. Yo, my boy was like, come get me. Let's jump off the plane, fam.
What?
It was just that. It was just like
man,
that.
Shout out to Skip, man.
Just like that. And my boy was with me, man. He was with me, and we jumped out the plane, man. And on my birthday, and I'm never gonna forget it. And now he's like, yo, we jumped out of the plane. Got a birthday. We got to do something else. This year. You know what I'm saying? So I'm like, yeah, maybe we need to go swim with the sharks, like go in a cage and swim with some tiger sharks or something and feed them or something. Like, we got to do something like that. He was like, word. So I don't know what I'm going to do, but I'm going to think of something, man. You know what I'm saying?
Right. Man, listen, bro. Every time every time we connect, man, it's always inspirational. I always take a lot away from it. I'm always inspired. And again, as always, I'm really proud of you, man. And I just want you to
Thank you.
know that you are loved. You know what I
Thank you.
mean? You loved. I know sometimes it might not feel like that. We feel like it sometimes, like, we not getting that love back from the universe. But man, I'm telling you, that you are loved. It's a lot of people love you. A lot of people value you and appreciate everything that you've done and that you're doing right now. You're still blessing us. You know what I mean? And every
Thank
day,
you.
I don't want you to ever feel like you're not valued, man, because and I know how it is, man. You know what I mean? I get that way sometimes myself. You feel like you've done so much, and you don't feel like that love is coming back. But at the end of the day, man, I'm seeing the love pour in right now. Love is pouring in. The book is pouring in. The numbers are up, doing good. You didn't know what the book was gonna do. You know what I'm saying? It was just something you had in your heart that you wanted to put out there to release, that you've been carrying around for all these years, your perspective, your point of view, how you saw it, on your journey. So, again, I'm just blessed, man, just to have a brotherhood with you, to know you, to be able to watch all the moves that you're making, watch you continually grow to keep the group alive. Your legacy, the Treston Irby legend. You know what I'm saying? You a legend. So I'm thanking you, man, and
Thank
telling
you.
you how much I love you, man. And
I
I'm
love you
rooting
too,
for
my
you
brother.
1,000, man. And I'm always here. And you don't have to take a long ass time to come on the show. You already know you can call me. You come on this show
I
anytime you
love you,
want to,
brother.
just to hang out. You know what I'm saying? It ain't about none of that other stuff, man. It's real. It's real, man. The vibes are real. And it's been like this since the day we was introduced, man. So congratulations on chapter 1 of Hiatus, which is right now. You guys can go on Amazon and now you can get that. The hard copies will be dropping June 29th. We need to make sure that we support this brother. Everybody on here, please go get your pre-orders in right now. And we love you, man. Me and the Vibe Show. Shout out to Grown and Sexy Music for connecting us. You know what I'm
Yes.
saying? I got
Without a doubt.
my
And I
major
love you too, my brother. I love you too, my brother. I hope you heard me. You know what I'm
yes, sir.
saying? That one thing about us, one thing about us as kings, we can't be afraid to tell each other we love them, man.
Right.
And
We
I
need to
love you,
hear that.
brother. I love you, bro.
We
I
need to hear
appreciate
that.
you, man. You know what I'm
Absolutely.
saying? I appreciate you, man. I appreciate you, man, because you just saying those words to people, you never know what that person is going through that day, at that
Exactly.
moment. You can
Exactly.
save somebody, bro. I'm a real big advocate of mental awareness, mental health, because I was diagnosed with, anxiety and depression.
Right.
So, hiatus book too, you know what I'm saying? Um, but so I'm a big advocate about that, man. And you just don't know, man. You just don't know what a person is going through, and how those 3 words, I miss you, I love you, and a hug can
That's a
do
fact.
to save somebody's life, where they probably not even talking about stuff, man. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? So I encourage everybody, man, especially the homies, man. Ain't no homo shit. Everybody's grown men. Grown men. You comfortable? You a man. It's nothing wrong with telling another man that that you love him on some real. I love you, bro.
That's real. It's so important. It's so important, man. Like we know we need that. You know what I'm saying? Anybody you want to give a shout out to You got, you have your family, you have your crew, you have your staff, man. You got a lot of support, your fans. Anybody that you want to give flowers to right now, that go ahead on and give them some love.
I want to give a shout out to you, my brother. First
Man.
off, you know what I'm saying? I appreciate you, man. Give a shout out to my group members, Mac. Rest in peace, Tone. Rest in peace, Pooh. My man, Billy. Shannon. Farouk. All the fans that know me. All the real high five fans that understand the movement. And shout out to all the people that purchase Hiatus and gonna purchase Hiatus. I'm thanking you guys in advance. Of course, I'm thanking God for his grace and his mercy off the rip, because without him, I wouldn't even be able to say all these thank yous to everyone else. The Irby family for allowing me to speak about certain things in the book. And I want to thank everybody who played a part in the book, in my life, in my journey, to help make me the better man than I am today.
Right.
Thank my kids. And I think I hit it all, man. If I didn't, there's no disrespect. I'm just overwhelmed with joy right now that I have something that's mine and mine only working.
Man, that's a blessing, man. That's a blessing. Now you already know that we're gonna have to get you guys to come out there and perform on the Vibe Show now. Bring all your
ready. Say less. Say less.
I got to get with Leanne about that. You already know we got a little budget in place now in the
situation. Say less. Hey, bro, we're gonna work it out. We're gonna work it out regardless.
You know I gotta have. I could just see it right now. Going to a commercial break, telling everybody that High Five is gonna be here to perform. Just something major cooking here. You know what I mean?
No doubt.
I'm excited. Let's put them social platforms out there and ways that people can go and pre-order the book, download what's available at the moment right now. Let's put all of that information out there, and anything else that we can look forward to that's coming. Let's put that out there right now for them.
All right. Well, just go to Amazon and just look up, go to Amazon Books, Treston Irby Hiatus. It'll come right up. Also, you can check out officialhighfive.com. You can check that out as well. And look out, man. We're going to be, High Five is performing in July with Boys to Men.
Ooh.
July 29th. No, I think the 30th. I'm sorry. We're going to be with Boys to Men in California with the live band and everything.
What?
So, yeah. So we looking forward to that. And yeah, man, my social media is Treston Irby, High Five, and Official High Five, Instagram and Facebook, and follow me, man. Follow me, and I pray that once you read the book, you get a better understanding of the man I am, and enjoy it and look for book 2, Hiatus book 2.
Absolutely. I gotta ask you one more thing before we get out of here, man. I gotta ask
you, brother.
Somebody, I'm trying to figure out who the Sauce King is, because I'm looking at these shows and I'm checking out the outfits. The outfits just crazy. Who is the Sauce King? Are you guys picking out these outfits yourself? Are you picking out the outfits? Or who is the Sauce King? And if we do have somebody that's the Sauce King for High Five, we definitely want to give them their flowers because they doing the thing for real.
Shout out to my man Billy. Billy in the group, you know, he
Yes,
plays a
sir.
big important part when it comes to that. But we have a system that works for us. You know what I'm saying? Usually either me or Billy will see something or we get a vision, then we'll chop it up, and then next thing you know, we come up with the high five look. You know what I'm saying?
Man, them outfits be crazy, man. I ain't lying.
Thanks, man. Thanks. And shout out to all of our peers that we influence. You know.
Yeah, you already know with some influence there. Come on now. They might.
It's all good. It's all good.
But we know the truth.
It's all good, man. It's all good.
I love you, bro, man.
I love you too, my brother.
We're going to give some shout outs too, man. I'm talking about the live was just going so hard, man. The people on the live, I got to give some love to everybody. Shout out to Vibe Show Casper for showing so much love. Shout out to Natural Nikki. Shout out to LaShondra Perry. Shout out to Scar Nitty. Shout out to Melby 78. If I said it wrong, please forgive me, Queen. Appreciate that love. Shout out to the very lovely, the Queen GS Music, Leanne, Grown and Sexy Music. Absolutely in the building. Appreciate that love. Shout out to
shout out Leanne. What's up, girl?
Shout out to Miss Laurie in the building. Appreciate that love. Shout out to, let's see. Yeah, I want to make sure I get everybody that was on the live pull up. Shout out to Keegan Thompson. Appreciate that love. Shout out to Joni Banks. Appreciate that love. Let's see here. Shout out to Iron Throne Radio. Appreciate that love. Man, there was a lot of people on here and everybody else also that's listening on the radio airwaves. Look, we want to thank y'all so much for all of the love, that poured in for my brother right here. Very, 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 very important. Super dope interview. Y'all make sure that y'all remember Hiatus is out right now on Amazon and Kindle. Y'all can go and download that audio, and the hard copies will be dropping June 29th. So y'all make sure you get your pre-orders in as well. We want to have both. Man, listen, for me and the Vibe team and myself personally, I want to say thank you, bro, for always blessing my. You always pull up anytime I need you to, man. I love you, the Brotherhood. And I am wishing you more blessings and more success with everything that you're doing right now and everything that I know you're going to be doing in the future, man. Love is love. I love you, bro.
Thank you, brother. And I love you too, man. And I can't wait to come back on your show live and be there. And
we're going to make it happen.
And may all your endeavors, man, come true, man. And there's nothing but blessings for you. I already see it. Because the energy is there.
Man, thank you so much for that. Shout out to everybody again on the live check-in, everybody that's on the radio airwaves listening right now. Let's put them social platforms out there one more time for anybody who might just be pulling up late. Let's give it to them again. Put them platforms out there.
All right, once again, Official High Five, Instagram, Facebook. That's Official High Five. And for me, Instagram is Treston Irby High Five. That's where you can find me at, man. And go check out the book Hiatus. If y'all want to know the real or some real shit, excuse my language, you see what happens. If my language start changing, but it's real, get Hiatus, man. You know why? Because shit get real when the music stops.
Ooh. Y'all heard that? Shit gets real once the music stops. You want to know what happened? Go get the book. Stop playing game. Hiatus out right now. Y'all go download it on Amazon and Kindle, and y'all make sure that you pre-order your hard book copies for June 29th, which will be dropping June 29th. Stop playing games. Make sure y'all go follow my guy. Show some love. Appreciate everybody. If you are not subscribed to the Vibe Show 97.9, I just don't understand what you're doing or who else you subscribe to. Please hit the subscribe button, turn on the bell notifications, and share this amazing, heartfelt interview right now. Also, if you are not listening to the Vibe Show 97.9, man, y'all please go and log in at www.thevibeshow979.net. Y'all go check us out over there, man. We playing all the hottest old music, new music. We play it all. We don't just keep you locked in and confined to just hearing all the new stuff all the time. We're going to take you all the way back to the memories, the high five days. We got all that over there. Y'all go over there and request it. Run it up, man. I love y'all. It's the Vibe Show 97.9. Love is love. More love, less hate makes the world a better place. We are out. My special guest, the one and only Treston Irby. Y'all don't forget, Hiatus is out right now. Go get that on Amazon, Kindle. Download it right now and pre-order your hard book copies. It will be dropping June 29th. It's the Vibe Show 97.9. Me and my brother, we are out. I love y'all. Enjoy y'all Sunday. Be safe.
Peace.
Peace.